as we get her on there, we'll be good. And then, hey, I have a question for you guys. Do you know what the policy is, like, if we can't make our meeting? Like, should I go to, like, we're going on Trek later this month, and so we'll be gone Thursday and Friday, so I won't be able to make that. So can we, like, meet the day before, or does he want me to, like, go meet with another class, like, on that Wednesday?
I think I've heard that if you can't, like, other people asked the question, if they couldn't make theirs, could they meet up with another group? He said, yeah, just don't make it a habit. So that's probably, and you won't be, but that's probably the way to make up for it is meet with another group.
Jump in with someone else. Okay.
I think that's what somebody else's question was, and he responded to it, so.
Wah, wah. And I'll be like, oh, I hate that group. Good thing I'm not with them. Oh, wait, you're not recording, are you? Oh, you are.
Oh, well, no, he's going to watch. No, we're good.
I know, it's true.
Okay. So,
lesson 11 felt a lot harder to me.
I only got halfway through it.
I thought it was a little more confusing, but it also had, like, old stuff from previous lessons.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I've gotten so far is they're just introducing the T, the statistic T, so that for the unknown. That much made sense. I just, as far as the notes I got as far as section 3, so there are probably more formulas that they discussed. Did you guys get through all of the text?
Yeah, I got through all the text in the prep assignment.
Okay.
Yeah, and it felt like super confusing, but like Leah said, once I started kind of doing it and understanding it, I had to go through and I couldn't work the problems by myself because I was like, I don't get it. So I had to go watch that video where he walks you through the problems.
Yeah.
So once I did that, it wasn't as bad, and I think there were a lot of concepts that were kind of falling into place here. So it's like, oh, that's why we.
I've noticed, like, you can't. I can't watch the videos if I haven't read the text because then it flies over. But if I've read the text, the video, really
that's usually what I do. I'm kind of obsessive, so I read the text, and then I watch both of those Brother Cromar videos.
Yeah.
Then I try and do the homework, and then if I can't figure it out, then I watch that guy walk you through all the problems. So.
Well, what do you guys feel like doing? Should we go over the prep before we do the quiz? Or do you want to do the quiz?
I didn't really have any questions other than number 7 before part 2. Did you do this? I know you probably didn't do it yet, Charlotte, but Leah, did you?
Not yet, no.
What are you looking at?
Number 7 on part 1.
Bring it up.
On the prep assignment.
Oh, let me get it open. Number 1.
You said number 7?
Yes. Did you do that?
Almost.
Almost. You were almost there. Okay, so maybe this will. It says write the numbers here, so you were supposed to find the sample mean and the sample standard deviation. So the mean I got is 46.73, but for the life of me, I could not get 8.8 as a standard deviation. I kept coming up with 12. So, and I went through and looked at all my old stuff to find how to calculate the standard deviation. And I don't know why I could not come up with the right. So isn't it just, did you do that, or did?
No, I didn't, but now that I'm reading this, does this all need to be done in Excel and not SPSS?
No, I think you do it in SPSS, but the guy shows you how to do it in Excel, so that's why, I think that's partly why I was kind of confused.
So I actually have a question about SPSS. So when I open it up and I click on analyze like it tells me to do, I don't have any of the what are they called? Any of the data files there.
So you hit analyze and then what do you see?
So it says that you have to pick a data file and there's none there. But
well, when you open it up, do you? Because whenever we open it, there are two different windows. One of them says it's an editor, and one is a viewer. And on the editor screen, it's already got. So, for example, in the text, they're using the body temp file. So it already has that information pulled up, and that's what you're able to do the analyzation on. But if you just opened up SPSS and there is nothing, like it's a blank screen in the grid, then you have nothing to work with.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
sounds like what might be the case.
Okay. So how do I?
When I open up SPSS, this is kind of what I do, and I don't know if this is helpful to you or not. I have two screens, and so I pull up like just my regular stuff, and then I pull up the SPSS on the other screen, and I actually access the text through the remote desktop, and then you can just click on those links, and they'll open them right up into. It'll ask you, do you want to open this in SPSS?
Okay.
So
Because
that
that's what I've been doing, but like remember how on the quiz we had a certain thing that we had like a certain data file that wasn't in the list?
Yeah.
Like how would I have? Did you guys have access to that?
Which data file was it?
On our last exam?
I don't remember not having access. I was able to get to it.
Yeah, I got to it also.
But I think that's because whenever I know that we have to use SPSS, I always open everything up, like Heather was saying, on the virtual desktop, because that's the only way my computer can access that information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I can't do it from my regular desktop screen. It has to be through the virtual one.
Okay. I'll have to try that.
And then I just, like, in the text, it's saying, hey, this is the one we're using. So it's already a link in the text. I clicked on that, and it took me right to it, rather than trying to go in and find it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'll copy the link from my browser and then put it into the. Go look in my room and don't cry, please. Okay. 3-year-olds.
5-year-olds.
Oh no. Leah, do you just have one?
Yeah, and she's 2 and she's sleeping.
Lucky. Yeah. Calvin just woke up. He's slept in a little late, so he's kind of. I usually try and have him totally ready, but. Okay, I'll find it in my room. Okay.
My husband got like 5-year-old Legos last night, so he should be good.
Oh. Anyway, so I guess what my question was like, how do you find the sample standard deviation? Isn't it just the sigma over square root of n?
Shouldn't it be provided in the?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just was not figuring out. I don't know. That was the thing. I was like, I kept coming up with the number 12. No, I need your phone that you're gonna play on, not this one. But thank you. I know it was ringing. I'm not gonna answer it.
How about we do this? Let's just
What?
go ahead
Let's
and
just do it.
get into the scary quiz, and that's where we'll get all our questions out.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
We are live. That's good. So, information for 3.
Mm-hmm.
In previous lessons, we had assumed the population standard deviation is known. In this lesson, we are making a different assumption about that. What is changed? We assume it's unknown.
Yeah, so that's A.
Sweet way to start out.
Yes.
That's a good question.
Know that one.
Woohoo! All right, for the next 2 questions, let the null and alternative hypotheses be.
Okay.
I'll write this down for myself. It's easier. That the mean equals 8, or that the mean is greater than 8.
Those are just the alternative and null hypothesis.
Assume the population standard deviation is not known.
Okay.
I could collect a sample size, n is 9. and computes that the sample mean is 11, and the sample standard deviation, that's what it means, right? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So S is sigma known?
It's
I would
not.
say
Because of the symbol that they're using, I would say no.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd say no as well.
If they wanted to put down the S, then we'd say yes, but
It even says in the question that it's not known.
yeah, it does. It says assume the population standard deviation is not known.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have. Does it make? I mean, it makes sense that we can substitute, but we don't actually know what it is.
Right. All right. What is the value of t? T equals
So it would be 11 minus 8 over 6 times the square root of 9.
I'm just trying to. What's the 11? Okay. Yeah.
What is the value of t? Okay.
11 minus 8 divided by you said 6 by the square root of 9.
Oh yeah, divided, not times. I forgot that part.
You got 3 over 2 and then make that in decimal, right?
Hold on, I'm still putting it in my calculator.
We got 1.5.
Me too.
How about you, Heather?
I'm still working really slowly on this. Sorry.
Do you get the formula that we're using?
T equals x bar minus u over s divided by square root of n.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've got that. I just,
Okay.
yeah, sorry.
No.
So I finally dug into my storage and found this awesome calculator.
Yay!
Because before last group meeting, I was just using my phone, like the calculator on my phone.
That's what I was doing, and I actually did the same thing. I found this in the drawer, and I was like, I'm gonna use this because I think it will be better than the one on the computer.
I just haven't taken the time to use it.
Yeah.
I'm still down in Phoenix.
Okay. Sorry. I'm really easily distracted.
No, it's okay.
Hey, it's terrible. No exception.
I'll accept it.
You'll accept it.
Yeah. So
And what was your answer that you got?
1.5, but it says to round up. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't actually.
Okay.
1.5. Okay. All right. Next, use the following values, which were pulled from the body temp for the next 5 questions. Copy paste them. Oh,
Yeah.
we have to use software this time.
Use the following values, which were pulled from the data file. Copy and paste them into your software.
Wouldn't we just put it up in SPSS?
Unless it's different. So all we need to do is, how do we copy and paste? We can't copy and paste this.
Well, see, we have to because to me the software is the SPSS.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to open it up, and I will see if we can get that body file and see if it's the exact same. And if it is, then...
What is in there?
Oh, this is my water cup. Hold on. I got one for you.
You can have the same.
What?
Right.
98.4, 99, 98.1.
Ah!
That's good. Okay.
Okay, but be careful.
98.
So I actually already have this one opened. I have body temps open in SPSS already.
Because you're amazing.
It was, well, it was
Just using the first 21 values.
Yeah, I think that could be right. So, where is SPSS? on here?
Um,
Like, where are you?
You mean on the desktop?
Yes, I'm like,
The very bottom left.
Oh, I just didn't scroll down far enough.
The
Yeah.
E and the A plus in the circle.
Yeah, I just didn't scroll far enough. Like, I'm like, I thought it was usually right there when I opened it, but yeah. Yeah, because I think there was 100. I think you're right, Leah. Like that was 144. Like those temperatures. So maybe they're just asking for these ones. Please use when it opens up. Do you hit use Unicode encoding or use local encoding?
Well, lately I've just been saying yes.
I've just been doing the whatever, the default. Hopefully that's correct.
As long as it brings up the information for you, I think that's all you need.
Yeah. Use the following values that were pulled from the data vault. So yeah, these are the only ones we want. Copy and paste them into your software. I'm not able to copy.
I don't think we need to because they make it sound like we have different software, but we're just using.
Well, but I think what they want us to do, Charlotte, is find values based on just these numbers. So we might just have to like type them in because that's what I had to do on the homework last night. You had to type in.
Oh, that's what they mean. Okay, yeah. Because you have to know what the mean is in order to find out other stuff.
Leanne made it.
Hey!
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Wait, I want to see Disneyland.
Oh, I don't think I have it on video. Do I?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Thank you. It was on.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yes, there you are. What?
I can see.
I'm doing the presentation, so you've got to do that for now, and I'll help you later.
We'll figure it out, honey. Then you go do something else.
So I'm doing mine on Excel, and I just copied the numbers and put them in. I used the quantitative inference procedures Excel file, and then just copied in the variables, and that works.
I'm not sure where I'm copying this to, though.
That
Just
was
into a SPSS file. Into your software. How are you copying? Like, it's not letting me copy.
Does it work?
so like. Here.
Well, how about this? For question 6, it's asking what is X. But if you go into the viewer part of this file and do the analyze, the one mean, do that whole sequence, and it tells us already what it is. I at least know what 6 is.
Okay.
Because I still don't get, are we copying this huge list of numbers?
That's what I would assume. Is that
Then
what you did? Yeah.
where are you pasting it to?
Into just a new SPSS file? Isn't that what you would do? And then you could hit analyze and do all that stuff?
I'm just doing it based off of the body temp file that's already in existence.
Oh. Okay.
So this is what I did. I opened up the data file in Excel of body temp, and then copied the first 21, because
Okay.
those are the numbers on here, and then just pasted them in here, and you change the null hypothesis, and leave everything else the same.
Okay.
And it gives you
Yeah,
all.
I guess I have to have
I haven't been long enough either.
Hey, Leanne,
Hello.
F.
like that long ago.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Hi, sorry guys, I'm back.
That's okay.
Hey, what's happening? What are you guys doing?
We're on the quiz.
We're
Oh, you
trying to figure.
guys are so good at this.
Oh, I cannot even find the stupid file. Where is it? Where did you find the file?
I accessed it through the text. So,
Okay, where in the text? I'm on the text. Are you in lesson 11? Because I don't see it. Is it at the very bottom?
yeah, virtual desktop first off. And then I have a bunch of tabs saved on my Chrome. So Basically, I just went into content, individual preparation for lesson 11, and somewhere in there towards the top you've got the link.
I downloaded
Oh, I got
I
it.
downloaded all the data files onto my computer, and so I just clicked on the body temp one.
You did? Wow. I should, like, do things like that, right?
I think there's a zip file where you can like download the 3 Excel spreadsheets that you need, and then you can also download all the other ones too.
Okay.
I cannot believe there's no. I cannot believe that line is not out to like there.
Broke this. Jesus.
What?
No.
We should get those, yeah. In case we want to go. Okay. Are those color tickets for Matthew? Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Okay.
I wish I was at Disneyland.
I know. Like,
There we go.
okay. So I've got this file opened up, and so I'm okay. I think.
So now that it's open, I went to the analyze. Analyze. Go to compare means.
Okay, but doesn't it have like? What do we do about? Did you just like? What did you do about all the others? Because we only want these first like 22 or whatever.
What I'm doing is assuming that that information is, and that's the problem. I'm assuming that information is already in the body temp file.
Well, it is. It's the first 20, but that's all we want to analyze. So how are you getting that? So I'm going to copy this and put it into a new one. Or what?
Tell me how
So
you.
I checked each of the numbers individually, and
Yeah.
so these numbers are exactly the first
20.
20. Yeah, so cells like 1 through 21.
Right.
Okay.
So
Don't. I get what we're doing. Hold on.
So you're right, but what I'm saying is, do I need to like copy those first 20 and then just put it into a new file?
That's
Or-
what I'm trying to do.
This house.
Okay. That's okay.
I told you I'm busy. I need like 15 minutes.
How do I?
Where's Chuck?
Can you fix it?
No, it's just broke.
Like do it?
oh wait,
Yes, I bet you can fix
guys,
it if you wanted to.
I did this wrong.
What?
I put the null hypothesis as 8 because that was the last one that we did, but for this question, the null has to be 98.6.
Okay. I just got this finally copied into a new one.
Okay. So all of the like the mean and all that's going to be different.
Yeah.
Just do it. Oh, my lantern, my child. Okay.
It's okay.
I cannot copy from this. Like, it won't copy. I would have to enter it all.
Highlight it all and then hit copy.
That's the thing. It won't highlight it. That's the problem.
Weird. Okay. Well then I will. I've got it copied, so.
Okay, so you've got that 98.
I'm gonna get into this so I can show you. Today's just one of those days.
Look, what? I can
Okay.
check on my phone.
No. We'll find out, obviously.
So what is X bar?
What?
Carter's.
I'll look before it gets off.
I got 98.220.
Okay. So I'm going to go to Analyze, correct, and do Descriptive Statistics and Explore.
Tell me what you get.
And is but at what point do I type in what that new? Remember how in the text he says
Return time is 105.
Oh,
Okay.
Is that too quick?
that's before. No,
I think that's good.
fine.
Did Leanne mean to like mute her mic?
Can she hear?
No, is it?
No. I just could hear you talking, so I was like, is she like talking to us or something?
And then it doesn't sound like it.
Small kid,
Okay.
so.
Um.
So we're
That's
gonna be walking
Pinocchio.
back and forth again.
Just twice.
It's what?
Pinocchio.
Oh. Okay. Use the following values. Copy and paste them into software. Use the null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, and level of speed. Okay. What is X bar? Um.
I am going very slowly at this, so I'm behind
I
you
know.
guys.
It's fine. You don't feel like, because I feel the same way. I'm like, I feel like this, I don't know, for some reason I just feel like I really confident. So I have the mean as 98.22. Is that what your software's pulling up? Leah, did you say you got that?
I can't hear you because Leanne's is on.
Oh, I can mute it.
Yeah, we need it muted.
Okay.
So,
We're good.
You said 98.220?
98.2200. Yeah, that's what mine's showing as the mean.
That's what I have too.
yes, I got 98.22.
Okay, good. Yay! So that, we got one thing done.
Okay, so
99.6 is what Leanne just typed. I typed that or did someone else? I typed that. Never mind.
okay. So 6 is 98.22. Good.
6 is 98.22. We hope.
Now we go to 7.
20? Is that what I should put? 220?
I put 0 just because it said 3 decimal places.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Right.
All right. And then number 7. What is S?
Now is that just going to be what it says is the standard deviation?
yes. That's what the reading said.
S equals the standard deviation.
It's supposed to. It's the sample standard deviation.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 0.922.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like write down all these little things.
What things?
Like S equals sampled standard deviation.
Oh. Well, it's way back in the beginning. I'm surprised
I-
you don't remember it. Just kidding.
I know. I'm like, oh, my brain is getting too full. Like, which is good because we still have like half the semester.
What is the T-score? This is where we do a formula, right?
Is it that X bar minus U over S?
Yes. So it was 98.22. That was the X. Minus it's 98.6, right? Because that's our population mean. Over S is, what did we just say? 0.922.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
0.922 divided by the square root of. Do we know?
Right. That's what we had.
Okay, so let me just say it one more time. 98.22 minus 98.6 over 0.922 divided by square root of 20.
Okay.
Let's go to it. It'll take me a minute.
It's okay. Okay.
Almost got it.
Sounds good. then we can all collaborate.
All right, I've got mine on if you're ready.
I have negative 1.843.
Me too.
That's what I got. Okay, so that is for number 8.
3, negative 1.843.
843. The negative in this time because remember last time I forgot the negative and I got it wrong.
Good. Negative.
1.843.
Negative.
Now, what is the p-value?
I don't know.
P-value is some random thing.
Is there a formula for that?
It should be provided,
Okay, let's see if we can find it.
like right here.
It's in our homework, like on this prep sheet, number E of the last one was use your software to compute the p-value.
Isn't p-value is the area? It's always been the area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when we're using the t-value,
as instead of a z-score, correct? We would put
yes,
that in.
right. Instead of a z-score, the sig two-tailed is supposed to be the area, and in this case, we're saying that.
1.843.
Wait, what?
Oh,
That's-
I was
Let's see.
sorry, talking.
No, it's good. It's good. Let me just get this for a second. I almost got it.
You're almost there.
Oh, there. Are we assuming, what is our null hypothesis? That's what we have to know.
Oh yeah, we do need to go look at that. Let's look at the.
No. We have to know what our alternative hypothesis is.
So it's a left-tailed as the alternative. Yeah, I'm looking at it because it's up there in the information. Because we're saying that the mean is greater, or I mean the mean is less than 98.6. So is it just a one-tailed?
I gotta get back up here. Okay, so yes, since the alternative is saying that it's less than, yes, we're looking for the left side. So we
Okay.
have to open up the applet.
Which I did. And I put in, and then we unshade, we're shading just the left.
Right, but this looks like a normal applet. It doesn't look like it did on the text. Does that matter?
Yeah, I don't think, I know, I wondered if we were going to have a different applet.
But it's not.
Because that one had you input something at the top. I don't remember what it was now, but.
So when I put negative 1.843, then my area is 0.0327.
That's what I'm pulling up also.
And that's what we're back here. What does it really want?
0.0327.
It's asking.
It's asking for the p-value.
Which that's what this is, right?
So then it would be 0.033.
Yeah.
I think
For my p-value, I put 0.040.
that's what yours put.
When you put it in the, just because I'm just going by what my Excel sheet says, because it tells me what it is.
I don't know, but you're not supposed to be using Excel. You're
Why
supposed to.
not? We're
Yeah.
not?
Because it says in the course description to never use Excel. We always use SPSS in this.
It's like in the beginning you could, but from here on out, everything is in SPSS.
Well, then why does he put Excel instructions in the?
I think they share, like, and so some teachers probably use Excel stuff, and so I think, I don't think all this information is his. That he, he's the only one that compiles it. I think they do it like as a group, and so, he utilizes some of the other resources that other teachers create and things like that. That's what I would assume.
Okay.
So,
I don't agree with his methods, but that is another story.
I know. When we're teaching statistics, we can, which will never happen. So,
Yeah.
Well, I guess the one thing that bugs me is that this doesn't look like what's in the text at all. The text went through explaining, hey, this is what a what it looks like when it's a t value. This is how it looks different compared to your regular, and we're just using the regular. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think maybe that applet will come into play later, but we just
We don't have it right now.
no. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly.
Do we have a formula to calculate the p-value other than the z-score? Because we don't have the z-score. We just have.
We're using the t-score as the z-score.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to do that? Because I don't remember reading that in the reading.
Yes, because this is all in correspondence to the fact that we don't know what sigma is. And so, yeah, instead of the z, we're using the t. We're doing the same things, but calling it differently.
Yeah, well, and it's a little different because they talk about a t distribution.
Right.
I don't know. The more degrees of freedom you get, the closer it'll get to. So it's not quite exactly the same. Always.
Right. Not the same, you're right.
So then in that case,
yeah,
my
because
value is 0.065.
What did you put into as the t?
Okay.
So for the z-score, I put negative 1.843, which is what we have for t.
Okay.
Right.
Did you shade only the left side and not the right tail too? Try that.
Oh, that's right, because it's.
So, because it would be
Because
half.
we want to find what's less than
Yeah.
98.6.
So if it's like
What's just the left tail.
yeah, if it's a two-tailed, you could use that number. But even they said when they give you the number, if it's two-tailed, you can use the number. But if it's only one-tailed, then you have to divide it by 2.
Okay, so then I got 0.033 if you're
That is-
rounding up.
Yeah, that's what we have.
Okay.
Now, was the significance number, that alpha, it was 0.05?
Yes.
So then,
What the level of significance? That's like the standard.
no,
0.0.
I unfortunately get confused. We're using decimals.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Bigger.
I know. Is it bigger or smaller? So the correct decision based on this evidence is to, if the p is low, we reject the null.
Right, so in this case, is the smaller number actually bigger?
It's smaller. Yeah.
It's smaller. So the alpha is the bigger number.
Yes, so the p-value is low, so we're going to reject the null.
Reject the null, okay. Because the p-value is less than the
I
alpha.
sure wish I had Leanne to... Just kidding.
I know.
I feel like she's always like, no, that's not right, or yes, that's right. Like, we need a little confidence booster here.
I don't know anything. I'm not listening. Just kidding.
I know. That's what we were saying. We wish you were. It goes a lot quicker when Leanne's here to keep us on the straight and narrow.
Okay, we're using our brains extra hard.
I know. I'm like, it's probably good for me since this is the one that I didn't really understand that much. So, okay, use the following values from the baby boom file for the next 6 questions. So I gotta pull up the baby boom file.
Well, and it looks like you're gonna have to paste it again,
Nah, it's okay.
which I'm prepared to do.
We know how to do it now.
Leaked. Oh my Lanta, why not?
Okay, so the baby boom file. Boom. Copy shortcut. Sorry, just have to deal with my weirdness.
Editor.
Okay, I want to open that up with SPSS. All right, so we are copy and paste, and I'm guessing it's the first whatever to 61, right? 59. Where are they? Oh, wait times. 59, 14, all the way down to 61, which is 22. The first 22 wait times. Copy.
Oh, I see. Okay. All the way to 61.
right. Oh, wait. Was it the first 22? 59, 14, 37.
59 to
21 when I put all those in.
Okay, I was gonna say because I got 20. I said 22, but I only got 21. So I guess I'm probably right.
21. Editor.
Okay.
Lies compared.
So what is the p-value? Well,
That worked out. It's asking for the p-value already?
yeah. I wonder if it wants us just to analyze it in the thing, right?
Well, what I did, since mine won't select it,
Are you?
I just entered these and then did the analyze steps. So to me, that's how we're supposed to use it.
Are we doing the one sample t-test though?
I think in order to find the p-value, you have to find the t first, and then just do it like we did last time and put it in the applet.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, you're probably right. So we've put in all that information, right?
So the t equals. Oh.
Okay, so based on the information for the baby boom that we put in, I have a mean of 40.047.
Okay.
Did you?
Mine's 0. It's 40.048.
Yeah.
That's rounding up, so we should be right.
Okay.
So that's our x, and then our t is 36.355.
Are you just calculating this by hand?
Nope. I put everything into the SPSS, and then you go up to analyze,
Oh, okay.
and so it's showing me all that stuff. Just
So it's the t.006.
wait, what's here?
Okay. So you went to analyze. Let me go back.
So yeah, go to analyze. After you have everything in there, you do analyze.
And explore.
Nope, no, it's different. You do compare means.
Ew.
And then once you're on that one, you go to one sample test. One
Oh,
sample.
that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did.
So then it should be giving you the information that we're looking for.
Okay.
So let me know if you've got the same numbers, and then we can plug that in and find out what T is.
Yeah, that's what I had said. I thought you guys said we weren't doing that because I asked if we were just going to input it into the one t-test, and I thought you said no. So then I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's all I know how to do.
Okay, because then I was like, oh, shoot, I'm really confused then. Okay, so then the t is 0.006.
But I have a question. Because on this mean, do we just want to keep that whole number? We're not rounding it yet, right?
476.
4762. The 2 probably doesn't matter, huh?
Mine doesn't even say 2. Mine just says 0476.
So 40.0476. We got that minus what? What's that? It's said in the problem.
Oh, that 4762 is the mean difference. The mean is actually on the table above that.
They think it's 40.
Yeah.
So I have a random question. For SPSS, when you open it, does it ask you if you want to use Unicode encoding or local encoding?
Yeah, and that's what I was asking earlier, and I always just put the one that it's on, which is, I think, the Unicode.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the default.
Because with Excel, my numbers are just off by like the third decimal. So I'm wondering if I used SPSS, if I could get the same.
Yeah, you might get more. You might get more of what the class.
It's so dumb.
Which one is better?
Rant. I like Excel. I use Excel for everything. In financial management, everybody uses Excel. Excel is the king. But
yes,
I'm
except
open to new things.
in statistics they say that this SPSS is a little bit does better things than
It does cooler things. Probably not any cooler than Excel.
I think Excel is cool because I know how to use it, and that's what makes it cool.
Oh my goodness.
What's our sample size? Oh, it's 21, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, hold on. I hate going through so many windows.
Now the S is the same as the DF, or
No, oh, I hope not, because then everything I've done would be
oh,
wrong.
it's the standard deviation, same as
It
the
better be.
36.35. Okay. And the mean is 40. Why did I put X? So X bar is what?
I have 40.0476.
And the mean is just 40.
40, because that's what's in the problem.
Okay. So did you get the T as 0.006?
Yes, I just got it.
Like what it told us in that first box. Okay.
It did?
Yeah, that's why I said, is it 0.006?
Wait, okay, I did hear you say that, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Where is that?
That's the very first, on that one sample test box, it's the very first input, the T.
And it's 21. My T says 5.048.
What?
Which is crazy because my mean was the same as yours. You said 40.
Okay, but did you, this is where he said you have to remember to do this. Did you input 40 into that box before you analyzed all that?
Into the null.
No. What box?
Okay, so go back.
Analyze.
Yeah.
Compare.
Uh-huh.
One sample T. Yeah, I do remember. Oh, test value.
Put in 40. It'll change it.
I got it. Oh, that's important.
Because I did that on the homework last night. Like, I was like, these are so off. What's wrong? And then I was like, oh, I forgot to put in that thing.
It just took a minute viewer.
Not the homework, the prep assignment or whatever.
So not cool.
Heather, for the T, you got 0.006.
Yeah.
That changed
Okay.
everything.
I used the different numbers that's just off by like the third decimal, and I got the exact same T score.
See? Now we know how to compute it and find it without having to work.
Almost, because I still haven't gotten mine to work. I might have just... Hold on.
Or at least that makes me feel better that I'm like, okay, we're on the right track.
I at least know what you're talking about.
I know.
I'll have to do this later, because right now this is all wrong. I've got the wrong viewer up.
So
Oh.
now-
We can wait.
Oh, wait. Let me try one more time. Just so I can say I got it right. Here's 40.
Did you get it?
Wait, so when I put the T 0.006 into the z-score of the applet,
Yeah.
it just cuts the bell in half. It doesn't have any tails.
Hold on. We're doing this positive, 0.006. And do we want, which side are we looking for?
We're looking for just the end tails because it's looking for it is 40 or it isn't. So it's equal or it's not.
So either
They're
or.
like too small to tell. So if the p-value
Oh,
is low,
I think it's
No.
so
the middle,
the middle is 0.0048 because I don't have anything highlighted, so I'm assuming that's what the middle is.
Wait, I'm doing something different. I had both sides, both tails highlighted to start, and then put in 0.006, and it has actually just filled up the whole thing.
yeah. That's
So
what
what does that mean?
So I think that the middle is just so tiny that it just looks like one line.
yeah.
So maybe we should just do like both sides of the line.
How about this? How about 1 minus 0.9952?
What?
Minus what?
Because right now, you're looking at mostly blue, right?
No.
Like,
No,
No?
I don't have anything highlighted. Except
Okay.
for it's just so tiny.
Yeah,
But
it is, because it's like not even a, it's like a 4/100ths of a,
But area says 0. Okay, guys, it talked about this in the textbook. Hold on.
the
I
area
think I
says
know why.
0048.
I think I know why.
Okay.
So this over here, it tells me what the p-value is, but I was choosing to ignore it so I could figure it out. But looking at it, the p-value is 0.995. So that would mean that it's taking up like everything except for a little bit.
That's what I originally had.
Oh. I thought we'd... Okay. But then...
We want to know the middle part, right? Or do we want to know the two sides?
We just think it doesn't equal 40.
We
So,
want to know the two sides because that's what it says in... Let me go find it.
yeah.
So the value then is 0.995.
Right, so if we pull up in the applet and shade both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, but I need to go back because I have the middle highlighted. So I need to undo that and then point 0.006. And then it's 9952. Yeah, I think you're correct on that. So what is the p-value? It is 0.996 or 995.
It's 0.995.
Okay.
Because in that applet it says 0.9952. We're not rounding that up.
Right.
So
What
that's
does
bigger. 0.995 is greater than the significant thing.
so we fail to reject the null?
Wait. Hold on. So for p-value, you put 0.995, right?
Yes.
Okay. But... Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Does that make sense? Because we want to know it could be greater, it could be less. We don't care. We just want to make sure it's not this.
So we're failing to reject the null.
Yeah, because it's so high. Oh man.
Did you guys want me to show you the part in the reading about the two tails, or are you good?
Sort of. It might be good to go over it because
I remember. But yeah, let's look at it.
Okay, let me... So in this case, we're starting with up here how it says it's either equal to this number or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
When it is or it isn't, then you only highlight the things that
Yeah, the
are
side
definitely not.
what we just did. Right.
So, but this is different because that's talking about the level of significance. Does that make sense?
So, sort of. Read it again. All right, 13 says you decide to try another alternative. This time you're saying that the mean is less than 40. You keep the same level of significance. So what happens? Does the p-value increase or decrease?
So then you just highlight the left side, right?
Yeah, you would highlight just the
It decreases.
So it would
40 is greater than.
But it just wants to know if it increases or decreases.
Okay, so it would decrease.
And now, what decision did you make? Now, even still, though it decreased, you're at 0.4. You're still higher than the level of
it's still
significance.
higher than 0.1.
Right. Wait. What is it? Hold on.
So the
Wait,
p-value
barely
is
below it.
the p-value is 0.50, which is still higher than 0.01.
That's what I say.
So we would still reject. or we would still fail to reject the null.
Oh, yeah, because it's 0.05. Okay,
Two more, guys. We got this.
I know. Maybe if we get it all right.
Alright, now back to 95. I already know what the T level is. It's 1.96.
Woohoo! Thanks.
Oh, because you already did. Did you do
No,
that?
because I decided to memorize it.
I should do that. That's a
What
really
is the lower limit of this confidence interval? No, I don't think that's the lower. What?
What are we shading?
Oh, right. So lower limit is when you do the plus or minus.
Right.
You
That's,
do the-
we have to
lower
find
minus
the
is-
number. It's
So
not
let's
just
remember X is 40.0476, right?
40.0476. Yes.
And this is going to be minus the margin of error, right?
I don't know.
Because I remember, like, to get the interval, it's X plus or minus M.
Yeah. What is the margin of error?
M is Z, but in this case it's got to be T. And then you have...
So it's 0.006 minus 0.006 and then plus.
But then you also have alpha on top, but we don't have alpha, so we're using S divided by the square root of N. This is my guess. I have not read this in the text.
Okay.
But if you look at what M is, M has the formula for M for the margin of error is Z times, not alpha, sigma. It's Z times sigma divided by the square root of N. Well, in this case, aren't we replacing Z with T and the sigma with S? I'm going to give it a go.
I am not following.
Okay.
So in this case, we would, because remember how last week when we were getting the uppers and lowers, it was X bar plus or minus Z times the standard, like the O thing, over the square root of N.
That's what I was trying to explain. If it didn't go well, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And so I think we're replacing the O with the S and the T, the Z with the T.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
So let's
So
do
then
follow that, Heather.
It's T times S over M.
Yes. Square root of N, though, I think.
Square root of M?
Is it square root or not square root?
Yes, square root.
It is. Okay.
So then do we, T is 0.006. S is the 36.355.
Yes.
And M, what is our margin of error?
Hold on. 21. We're still figuring out the margin of error because you've got to do 36.355 divided by square root of 21.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to do that part.
Oh.
But, so, for margin of error, do you just replace the Z and O with the...
I think so.
So
Okay.
the margin of error, I came out with 7934.
Well, almost. You still have to times it by T.
Huh?
You still have to times 7 point, like you have to divide.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The M, at least in that equation, is, are you getting 7.93?
No, because you still have to times 7.93 times 0.006. Like you did 36 ... divided by the square root of 21. That gave me the 7.93.
Right.
Then you times that by 0.006. That is giving you the margin of error.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm super
So for
confused.
margin of error, do we use 0.006 or do we use the 1.96?
Neither. Oh, wait. I see what you're saying. You use 1.96.
Yeah, okay. So we don't use the T-score, we use the 95% confidence.
Right. 1.96 times. You follow, Heather?
Yeah, so instead of that 0.6, we don't even need that in there.
Right. So I'm coming up with 15.55 or
So
5.
our new thing is 1.96 times 3635.85 over 7.93407.
No.
No?
You're doing 36. 7.935 is 36 divided by the square root of 21. So take that shortcut since you already have that answer.
Why 21?
Because the square root of 21 is like 4.58. Divide 36 by that, and that's giving you your 7.9335.
Okay.
But I thought n was 40.
Nope, because we are doing the baby boomers, everything that we had to copy over.
It's 21.
21.
Oh my gosh, where did I get? Wow.
Because the previous one was. So now we're going to take 40.047 minus this new margin of error, which I came up with 15.54966.
Okay, let me look. 1.96.
I got 15551.
For your margin of error?
Yeah.
I got 15.550.
I got what Heather got.
So, okay, tell me again.
So
What are the numbers that you did for the margin of error formula?
we've got 36.35585 because that's the sample standard deviation. You divide that by the square root of 21.
Right.
That's our sample size. And then you times by 1.96.
Okay, so the only difference is my S was a different value.
And so then we take this margin of error and we add it and subtract it from the 40.047, and that's going to give us our interval.
Oh, I think I know what happened. Somewhere in there, my decimal point turned into a comma.
Oops.
And
That always makes it a little tricky. I'm glad you guys are fun. Thanks for making this not super stressful.
But Heather, I'd say one thing. I got 15.549. And we might want to use that just so we're not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's fine. 15.549 is it?
Yeah.
I must have messed up my calculation somewhere.
Well, you probably just, since you used a calculator, I separated it more. So
Yeah.
it's 52 numbers. I just don't want to get it wrong because of
No, it's fine.
rounding too soon.
Okay, so 40.0476 minus 15.549.
And I did 54966 just because I was.
I didn't have that written down. I'll do it now. Okay. 40.0476 minus 15.54966.
Yeah.
24, 49, 79, 4.
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 4,
Or 50. 24.5.
5, 0. Yeah.
And that is the lower limit. Round to one decimal place.
Oh, 24.5.
Yeah.
Miles?
You got it right.
So is this, okay, that was the minusing, so 24.50.
And then the third.
40.0476 plus.
I've got 55.6 rounding up.
Still round up. 55.6 is what I have also. Right?
How about you, Leah?
I got negative 83.310.
Let's try that again.
What'd you do?
Do it one more time. Clear everything.
The formula, okay, so we're still on question 15, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we can be, yes.
We can be.
I didn't
Yes,
hear
we're
what
on 15. So how did you do, what was your final,
So we found margin of error, which was 15.549, right?
Yes.
and we did 5, yeah, that's enough, yeah.
Okay. So then we inserted that number into the formula x bar minus m, the margin of error,
Mm-hmm.
So that's
times.
just 4.047 minus 15.
Oh.
What?
I don't know what you did. Did you just minus it? Isn't that all we have to do is subtract the margin of error from what we have? And then
That's
add
what-
it to what we have, and that gives you the upper and lower?
Mhm.
Does that make sense, Leah, or is that looks like a confused face?
I'm confused.
Okay, so we did the calculation to find the margin of error. Right?
Which is 15.549.
Okay, so then we've got the mean, which is in the middle there, and we just want to know, like, with this margin of error, what's the highest we could get and the lowest we could get, right? So we're just going to subtract and add that 15 from the 40.
Right. And then you times it.
But why would you times it? Where is the, like, just, no, I'm not saying, because I'm not for sure. Is there, like, I'm missing
Is
part?
that the formula we're using?
Hold on.
No, you're just giving me problems.
Yes.
Okay, guess what, Heather?
What?
I submitted the quiz and 15 and 16 are wrong.
Okay. So let's use the calculation that Leah has. So let's start with x.
Sorry, so is question 9. Our p-value was wrong.
Okay. So x minus, like, what is that one again?
I don't know what else to do then.
For not question 9, I said it was 0.040.
But why? How did you come to that?
Because that's what my Excel sheet said.
Oh.
Like, oh, Excel. Okay, so that must be, we need to be closer to that then.
Well, she hasn't submitted hers yet. We don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Excel's saying that that's what it is, then it's probably right.
So how put in 15 and 16?
Hold on. Let me put in my.
I guess I guessed through it all instead of actually.
So what did you actually get for question 15?
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just look at the, okay.
I'm looking in the text right now.
So are we still on the, take a look at, what is the, we want a 95% confidence interval for the true mean. And what do we have here? I have a 95%. The upper and lower bounds are saying in this,
Oh, you know what?
they're right there on that side, the right-hand side. It says the lower is 16.5014 and the upper is 16.5966. Is that? Oh, so confusing.
So what I'm confused about is I didn't think I had to use the margin of error to get the lower limit. I thought that to get the lower limit, you just... Hold on a second. Yeah, you don't... Plus 196. Okay, yeah, that's right. So we got, okay, margin of error is, that's right. So now we just have to do this. Hold on. Let me redo this because 83 sounds like a really crazy number.
It looks like we did it right. I'm looking at the textbook, and previously we've had x plus or minus z times sigma over the square root of n, and then we replaced that to be x minus t times S over N. That's what we have just done. So why did we get it wrong?
So, just so I understand, what number did you get for question 15?
24.5.
But it's not right, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah. But I.
Avoid that.
So what did you get?
Now we're doing this based off of what we put in SPSS. We're doing this based off of those scores, baby boom scores. There were 21.
Right. And I have the same numbers as you, except for like the third decimal point.
But I don't think that's going to be making a difference here. Because it looks like it would round up anyway.
I'm going to. What are we looking for? Let me look. It wants us to know what is the lower limit of this confidence interval. Okay, so
Does it want to know the area of it? Or just what the number is? No, it just wants the number.
it says we can find confidence intervals for using SPS, analyze descriptive statistics, and then explore. By default, 95 is shown. So let me go back out and do this analyze descriptive statistics and explore. I'm going to put the variable in there. And then the
Oh, shoot.
upper bound is 23.4986 and the lower bound is 23.496. And the upper bound is 5966.
Hold on, let me see if I can get the same thing. Because now you go back to descriptive statistics, right? And you went to explore.
Yeah.
Variables over. Did you need to, you stay on descriptives, you leave it at 95%?
Yeah, because that's what we're looking for on the test.
And then you get, all right, if you said 23.4986 and 56.5?
966, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm going to say those are the right ones. We just need to figure out what the why we missed the p-value on 9.
Okay, hold on. Let me write in these ones. 23.5 and the upper is 56. So we were close. We just
but
it's probably not accurate because we did it by hand rather than looking at this.
Yeah.
56.6. Are you with us, Leah, on this?
I'm on question 15. I just redid question 15 and I got 24.5. But
No.
isn't that what you said?
That's what we got. And so I'm guessing if you hand calculate it, it's not quite as accurate for some reason as the software. So, I mean, our theory is correct and our calculations are just not what's in the software.
You have to use the software to do it.
Right.
Are you guys on question 9?
No, well, we were just finishing up 15.
We'll get back to that once we
We'll
go then.
back to 9 in a minute if you're let's just finish up these and make sure everyone's good with this. So let me look in find out. I'm going to read a little bit more about p-value while you're figuring that out. Okay. Do we need to use where was that crazy do we need to use that? I'm wondering if we need to use that other p-value, because the applets,
What are we looking?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just trying to be on page with what you're talking about. What
I'm
crazy?
just trying to figure out, remember that other applet that he had?
Well, I don't know how to access that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But I think then there was like a little note that said we could use the probability applet.
You guys, I think I just found what we did wrong.
For 9?
No, for 15 and 16.
Okay.
So, you know how we did the x bar minus 1.96?
Uh-huh.
It's actually supposed to be the x bar minus the t-score times s over n, square root of n.
Oh,
That's supposed to do
Let me
9.
share my screen.
okay.
So right here, if we want to create a 95% confidence, then, so t is 1.98, and this number is down here, where normally we would put 1.96, which is what we did.
But didn't we, if we want,
So this half right here would be the lower level, and this half would be the upper level.
but we didn't want, huh. So, but didn't, I don't know, does that make a difference just because it had 99 degrees of freedom? T equals 1984. Oh, you're right. So we had the wrong input right there. Instead of 196, it should have been 198.
Why 198?
No, it wouldn't be 198. It would be x bar minus 0.006 because that was our t-score. Because the 1.9842 is their t-score in this problem. Let me just do it, and then I'll tell you if I get it right. Like, I'll submit my quiz.
Okay. If you don't, what we did is we went through the SPSS and did it that way.
Okay.
Like, oh, this is so...
I seriously want to know if there's some way to access that other...
I know, I'm like, I don't even see that. I swear that there was like that little flag because it...
Why are you telling us about it if we can't use it?
I
Is
know.
this... Maybe that's something important. I don't know. I need to practice with it more.
No, that's somebody else's. Click here to explore how the T-shaped distribution changes. So that's right above the 3 graphs in the text, Heather?
Yeah.
Can we use it? Oh, we can. Ooh, okay. Now how do we use it?
So the degrees of freedom is 1 minus your test, or like your sample size.
Right, so what was our sample size when we were at 9?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Zooms new.
Hold on.
I have the applet up here.
This was based on, oh, I think this was the 20, because the first one for the body temperatures wasn't that 20?
This is for the baby boom. It was 21, so it would be 20 now, right?
No, question 9 is in relation to the body temp.
Oh, yeah, and so then it would be 19. And what was our...
19, right? So you do... So, I'm sorry, you said T equals n minus 1? No. FD equals n minus 1.
So what's the p-value?
So 19 up in degrees of freedom.
Radium.
And then, what did we put in? I'm just trying to remember what our numbers were.
I know, that's why I'm like,
How do you find the probability?
I submitted my quiz. I got question 9 right, but I got 15 and 16 wrong.
We're gonna see if we can figure out 9 right.
What did you get for 9?
For
Negative.
9, I got 0.04.
0.0.
Okay. Heather, I got 9 right.
What'd you do?
Well, Leah did it through Excel. I did it through the students' T probabilities. So are you looking at that? Okay. First
Yes,
of all,
I'm on the students' team. So what did you do?
okay, so your width, your degrees of freedom is always n minus 1. So we had
Right.
20, it's 19.
Right.
And
Okay.
then remember that our chi-score was negative 1.843?
1.843, yes.
And just shade the left side.
And only the left side, and then it's 0.0.
The only problem is if Leah got it right with .040, we would have been rounding up 0.041. And I wonder if it would mark us wrong for doing that.
I think they said it. They built in it recognizes really small differences.
Okay.
040. Okay, so is this the applet? Should we save this?
I'm going to try to.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on my
I'm going to call it the T app.
students' T probabilities. I'm gonna add this to my favorites bar.
Exactly.
What is it? The T app?
Yep, and you access it through the textbook.
What's it called?
The students' T.
Probabilities. So Leah, if you go up to the textbook, where did we go?
It's under what number? It's under 2. So you go to 2.
Yes.
If you don't know sigma, scroll down till you see the graphs.
Oh, that link?
Yeah.
And just above it says click here. And we've favorited that.
It just says the page can't be found.
What?
Weird.
Maybe. Are you on the virtual desktop right now?
I have it open, but I'm not on it.
Okay.
Oh, see, it pulled it up when I kept it on my favorite, so 1.8 or and we only want one of them. And it's not 3 degrees, it's 19 degrees. Okay. 0.0405. Okay.
And I'll just put what Leah put. 040.
I'm gonna put 1 just to see.
Yeah, I want to know too.
I'm so curious. I'm I don't care if I get it wrong. It's not gonna make that big a difference. I just want to see, because that's what I would have put.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Rounding up. So I just want to see how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. I'm probably gonna get 1 wrong. I'll be.
No, I think you get it right. I want to say you're gonna get it right because that would be messed up if you didn't.
Oh, I did get it right.
Good.
Rounding up to 0.41. 0.041.
Okay, then I'm gonna do it too because that's what I would have put if I didn't know what Leah had found out.
And I think I remember seeing that, they said that it, accounts for a really small margin of error, so if you're, off by.
That's good to know, because I've worried sometimes thinking if I get even 1 decimal wrong that I've done before.
I think if you're, I don't know. I thought I saw that pop up somewhere when I was watching a video or something like that.
Okay, so our new p-value was 0.041. No negatives, all positive. What?
Well, you can't have a negative, can you? Because that's the probability of something happening.
Oh, you're right.
Did you guys get 15 and 16 right?
We did. Yeah, but we gotta tell you, you gotta open up SPSS. That's how we did it.
So it just gave it to you?
Yeah.
Once you do the analyze, descriptives, explore.
I have an itchy on my back.
Can you need me to scratch it?
Yeah.
We're almost done with this.
I
Break the leg
I'll
on.
just have to do that on my own time because SPSS hates me and I hate it.
not working.
Leah, you have to forgive it and move on.
Well, do you scratch my eggs? I haven't. I can't do that there.
But I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
like for the, because I know you can still find the answer without using SPSS.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here.
So I redid it a different way, and I got negative 83 for the lower and 163 for the upper.
That's not.
So
No.
it's not.
What did you do?
So I just copied the same formula that we used to find the upper and lower levels that at the last lesson, only
Like Heather
instead
was saying, I think the problem is this might be someplace where they want us to use the program, and that's going to give us the best answer.
but like there should still be a way of figuring it out. I mean, just like how on my Excel I had the answer, but you guys figured it out anyway. You know?
Yeah.
I just want to know how to find it.
Well, here's what I think. When we did it by hand the first time, and we were all getting 24 and 50, whatever.
That's what I had too.
That's basically the right way to do it by hand, but it was off by just enough that by using the system we get the right answer. So I think we are doing it the right way, but it's not going to give us the exact.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Let me see. Well, I think I'll just figure it out on my own time.
Good.
So,
Yeah, and if you figure something out, let us know, because obviously I still am really... I'm going to go through this again, because I've never felt so... Still, like, even taking the test and getting a good score, I'm like, yeah, I still feel like there's a lot that I don't understand, so I'm going to probably go over it again.
All right, I'm going to hit stop broadcast.